welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to create a SpiderWeb Durag. You know, ookie spooky season was here, but it's okay. I'm a little bit late, but you know, as long as the video is out, it is out forever, okay? One thing I forgot to mention in the items list, you're going to need the Yarn Inspirations Karen Simply Soft medium weight yarn in acrylic, tongue twister, and yeah, that's what yarn you will be using for this project here. I have my 4.25 millimeter crochet hook, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, and it is raining outside, so it is very fitting to get this ball rolling. Okay, so first things first, we're going to make a slip knot, boom, and then we're going to place or do 6 chains here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And then we're going to take our hook here and we're going to place it in this last stitch that we first created, and we're going to slip stitch here. Okay, and then we're going to chain 3 to build our next row. So once you have done that, you see you have like a circle in the middle here, and we're actually going to work 17 double crochets into this center circle here. So let's go ahead and yarn over, place 1 double crochet into the circle. Here's number 2, 3, and you just keep going until you have counted 17 double crochets. Okay, once you have made 17 double crochets here, you also have your plus 3 chains, foundation stitch here. So you have that, and then we're going to tighten our center circle here. Just pull the tail here to cinch up the circle. Then we're going to slip stitch the 3rd chain that you created here. So this is the top, so that's the 3rd, and then you're just going to slip stitch, and that creates your full circle. Once you have done that, you're going to chain 3, and then we're actually going to chain 1, because let's say these 3 chains is the height of the double crochets, and then the chain 1, the extra one, is like going to add that space as you keep going around. So you'll see what I'm talking about as we keep moving along. So chain 3. Once you have chain 3, then do another chain, so you have 4 chains total. Once you have done that, we're going to go yarn over and place 1 double crochet into the next stitch here. And once you have done that, you're going to chain 1, chain 1. And then you're going to do the same thing again. Yarn over, place 1 double crochet into the next stitch here, 1 double crochet, and then a chain 1. Yarn over, place 1 double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, and then we're moving on to the next. So that's what you're going to do for this whole round here. 1 double crochet plus 1 chain. And then you're just going to keep going until you made it at the end of this round. Okay, so then last one, then chain 1. And then now, once we have gone all the way around on our second round here, you're going to find the 3rd chain that you have created with your foundation chain here. On the 3rd chain, you're going to slip stitch. Okay, and then that completes this round. And then to begin the next round, we're going to chain 3. And so since we're increasing every row here, we build our chain here, or build our stitch, and then now we're going to chain 2. So you're going to need 5 total chains for this next round. And so rule of thumb of the previous one, we're going to yarn over, and we're actually going to work into each of the double crochets that you made in the previous round. So you see me yarn over, go into the double crochet from the previous row, place 1 double crochet there, then chain 2, go into the next, yarn over, go into the next double crochet, then chain 2, next double crochet that you see, place another double crochet on top, then chain 2. And you're just going to go all the way around until you have completed this round. 1 double crochet plus 2 chains. Okay, so now we're going to find our 3rd chain and then slip stitch. Okay, once you have completed round 3, we're going to chain 3 to build up our stitch. Okay, once you have established 3 chains to build your next round here, and since just like we did previously, we did 1 chain, then 2 chains, now 2 chains, now, sorry y'all. Then this round we're going to do 3 chains. So we already did 3 to establish, and then now we're going to add 3 more. Boom. And then just like we did previously, yarn over, find the double crochet from the previous round and place 1 double crochet there. Then chain 3, yarn over, go into the next double crochet, chain 3, yarn over, go into the next double crochet that you see, place another double crochet on top, then chain 3. And this is the pattern for this round, and you're just going to keep going until you have made it to the end. Okay, so I just chained 3, and then same thing like we did previously, find the 3rd chain in your foundation chains here and make a slip stitch. And actually I'm going to lay it flat so you can see that we are increasing more and more in each row. So that is what it's looking like. So now we're going to chain 3. And then we did chain 3 last row, so this time let's add chain 4, or 4 chains. So we have a total of 7 chains here, and we're going to do the same thing over. Yarn over, place 1 double crochet into the previous double crochet here, then chain 4. And you just keep going until we have hit the end of this round. So it's pretty simple so far, okay? Pretty easy. It's just a lot of chains for this pattern, lots of chains. So, yeah. Alrighty, so we have completed 5 rounds of this pattern here of increases, and we're going to keep increasing. This is the part where you have to gauge on your head size here. I have dreadlocks and I have a big head, so I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to make 4 more, or do 4 more rounds, because that's what the pattern calls for, of increasing each row. So just like what we have been doing, we just did 3 chains here, then 4 chains, and the next one will be 5 chains, then 6 chains, then 7, then 8. Once you have hit 8 chains in your round here, that is where we will meet back and start working on the tail of the do-rag. Now, if you have a smaller head, you know, this is the part where you get to gauge and decide whether or not you want to make it as big as the pattern calls for, or just work with your own size. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So the next couple rounds, we're going to be placing 1 double crochet into the previous double crochet plus the 5 chains, then the next row 6 chains, 7, 8, and so on. So I will put up a slideshow to show you guys what that looks like, and we will be right back, and we will start on the tail of the do-rag once we have finished our increases. Okay. Hopefully I explained that. If I didn't, here's a slideshow. Okay? All right. All right, everyone, welcome back. So now we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. And the last row that you just completed should have 8 chains because now we have completed our increases. And the next part we're going to do, we're going to mark up our project here to help us guide our way to creating the tail of the do-rag. So now that we're at this part, what we're going to do here is there's 2 ways you can do this. You could just pinpoint where your crochet hook is or where your last stitch is from your previous row, and you can go directly across and place a stitch marker there, or count how many double crochets that makes up half of the circle here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if you have 10 double crochets from your hook, that is where you're going to place your stitch marker. Now I just did this 15 times and I got to count again. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So right here, I just place it in the double crochet from the previous row so I don't touch it as I keep moving forward. Okay, so now we're going to, now that we placed our stitch marker here, now we're going to take our work, and we're not doing any more increases at this point. So we're going to chain 3 to build our row, and then we're going to chain 8 because that's what we did in our last row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ooh, okay, excuse me, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now this is a little bit easier. So we're just going to place 1 double crochet into the previous double crochet from our previous round. And you're just going to chain 8 right after. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yarn over, go into the next double crochet. 1, 2, okay, and then chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go into the next double crochet, and we're going to keep going until we made it to our stitch marker here. 1 double crochet, then chain 8. Okay, so I'm making my last chain 8. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're right at the stitch marker from our previous row. We're placing 1 double crochet into that stitch. And then that completes the start of our tail here of our do-rag. So once you have done that, place a double crochet right where your stitch marker is. You're going to chain 3 to build your row. And like I said, we're not going to do any increases at this time. So we're just going to do the same thing like we did last round. Build with 3, then chain 8. And this time, instead of continuing around, we're actually going to flip and turn our work. So we're actually, the back side is facing us now. So once you have chain 3 and then chained 8, then yarn over and then place 1 double crochet into the previous double crochet that you've just made, then chain 8. Yarn over, go into the next double crochet, and then place another double crochet into that space, then chain 8. Yarn over, go into the next double crochet and just place another double crochet there. And you're going to keep going until you have reached the end of your row. Okay, all right, so if it gets harder to see where the end of your row is, it's best to just lay down your work and you could see that this is a stitch higher from the previous. So I know this is the end of the row here. So I just chained 8, and just like how we did previous rows, find your third chain yarn over, and then if I can get it together, okay, yarn over, then you find your third chain and you just place your double crochet there so that you can build or finish your build of this row and complete it. So you just did that, place your double crochet into the third chain from the previous round, then you chain 3 to build your next row, and then place another chain 8. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 then plus 8. And just like how we did previously, flip your work or turn your work and then place 1 double crochet into the previous double crochet from your last round, and then you chain 8. So we're going to keep doing this for 3 more rounds, and we will meet back and we will do another row of an increase, and then we'll just keep on going. So 3 more rows of 1 double crochet and then 8 chains, and then flip your work and then do it again. And don't forget to slip stitch the third chain to build from your previous row. Okay? We'll be right back once we have done 3 rows. Okay. All right, everyone, welcome back. So now we should have, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of placing 1 double crochet into the previous double crochet and doing 8 chains. So once we have done that, we are going to move along here. And one little tidbit, as you're if you purchase the PDF pattern, you can follow along. Of course, this will be row 1, then row 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 rows total. Then we're going to do 3 rows of 1 double crochet and 9 chains. So we're going to do that for 3 rows. I am already getting started here. So I've done 3 chains, and now I'm going to do 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I'm going to turn my work and then place 1 double crochet into the previous double crochet, and then chain 9. Okay, 9 chains, then yarn over and go into the next stitch or next double crochet, excuse me, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is why this is kind of like an advanced beginner or intermediate, because it's just, yeah, it's a lot of chains and that's all you're doing, but counting everything and making sure everything is precise, that's one thing you got to keep maintaining as you're working this. So anyways, so I'm just going to keep going, and 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and I will meet you guys at the end of this row. Okay, so I'm at the end of my row here. I just did 9 chains. Yarn over, find the third chain in the previous row and place 1 double crochet there, and then chain 3, and then we're going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then turn your work. And then place 1 double crochet in the previous double crochet. So that's what we're going to do for 2 more rows. So do this for 2 rows, and then we will meet back and do 1 last increase and then finish the rest of this tail. So be right back. All right, everyone, welcome back. This will keep getting bigger and bigger, so I gotta show part of it now. But right now, let me set this down. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows total here, and we're about to start row 9. And in the pattern, now that we've done 8 chains, then 9 chains, now we're going to increase 1 more time, and we're going to do 10 chains moving forward. So we did 1, 2, 3 chains to build, then add 10 chains. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, then flip your work. And then we're going to find our double crochet from the previous row, yarn over, place 1 double crochet into that space, and then chain 10. Okay, then go on to the next double crochet, yarn over, place 1 double crochet into that space, then chain 10, yarn over, and then go into the next double crochet. So we're going to keep going for a minute now, and I'm actually going to meet you at the end of this row, and I will tell you guys what we're going to do next. Okay, so I did 10 chains. We're approaching the end. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, or not slip stitch, place a double crochet there, boom, and then that completes the first row of 10 chains and 1 double crochet. So now moving forward, I'm actually going to take another stitch marker and I'm going to mark this row as the first row for me, because we're gonna place 15 more rows of just doing 10 chains and 1 double crochet. So that's all we're going to be doing this time around, and doing the same thing like we've been doing this whole entire time, you know, double crochet plus chains. But in this case, we're just doing 10 chains. That's it. At the end, once you're done with that, your rows should equate to like 25 rows, I believe. I'll double check when I make it back, but easy for me to count the rows. I just, take my work to the side and see where it began. And then I just count the sides or the double crochets from the previous rows. That's how you'll be able to know how many rows you've done. I believe I've done a lot of rambling, but I'm gonna keep going. So let's see, just chain 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, flip your work and yarn over, place 1 double crochet into that space from the previous row. Bam. So I keep rambling and I might be over explaining, but I hope y'all get what I'm throwing out there. Okay. But anyway, so I'm going to keep going. We're going to meet back once we have made 25 rows total all together, starting from your first one. Once you have 25 rows total, we will meet back and finish the rest of the do-rag and make the tassels and all the cute little stuff. Okay, we will continue forward and we will be right back. How many times have I said we will be right back? We will be right back. We will be right back. Okay, let me stop. Okay. All right. I'm not even counting. All right. Bye, y'all. Okay, welcome back everyone. So now I have finished making the tail of my do-rag here. Let's see, you should have 25 rows total once you have done your 10 chains and a double crochet. I'm already a little bit ahead. I chained 3 already to build our next row. And now we're actually gonna work along the side and around the whole do-rag. So that's what we're gonna do in this part. So we are going to chain 3, like you just see here. And to make the height of the double crochet, I'm gonna chain 2, yarn over, place a double crochet from the chain 10 that you did from previous rows. And you're just gonna place 1 double crochet there, chain 2, and then yarn over, go into the next double crochet, then chain 2. And that's all you're going to be doing, going down the line here. Place a double, oops. And it doesn't have to be perfect on where you're placing the hook, because I know it's a little bit different and wonky when you're placing it. So just make sure it aligns with the previous 10 chains on the of the previous rows that you did, to just, you know, make it a little bit aligned, right? So yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to be looking like. And you're just going to work all the way down until we have made it to the first stitch marker that we placed when we marked the end of the circle or the top of the head. So we're just going to keep going down. All right, everyone, so now that you have made your double crochets and chain twos, we have now hit like the corner of where the crown of, or the head piece of the do-rag is. So you see where, you know, the pattern switches up. So this here, we will do one last double crochet here after we done our chain two from our previous double crochet. And so one more double crochet here, and then we will hit a different part here. You see that this has, I believe this was the 8 chains and then the double crochet. So this last row here had 8 chains, but this time after we place one double crochet here, then we're going to do 7 chains, because we're just going to do 2 rows around the do-rag here. This part, we will decrease our chains because it will give like a better grip, like once you put it on your head, and it will fit your forehead better. So we will decrease once we get to this part. Okay, now that I've explained it, let's do it. So I did chain 2, and then where your stitch marker is, yarn over. Oh, let me get myself together. Yarn over, place 1 double crochet here, then chain 7. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7, perfect. Then we go yarn over into the double crochet here, place a double crochet there, then chain 7. Yep, so literally we've been doing the same thing over and over with this headpiece here, so yeah. Okay, there you go. So we're going to keep going until we have made our way around, and then if I can lay it down right, okay. And then once you've made it to this corner here where the 10 chains are, or excuse me, where the previous chain rows are. There's a lot of chains, y'all. Okay, excuse me, I'm like trying to explain it right, but it's just like a tongue twister and woo. Okay, but yeah, we will meet back once we have made it around and made it at the end of this corner here. Okay, 7 chains, double crochet. All right, everyone, so now we have made our way around the head of the do-rag, and you see it starts to curl in a little bit, and that's what we want. But you see here, I just did my chain 7, and I'm literally about to hit the corner of this do-rag here. So now we're just going to place 1 double crochet in this part here, or this stitch that literally has a whole bunch of stuff going on there. But we're just going to place 1 double crochet there, just squeeze it up in there. Okay, then boom. Okay, so now we're about to switch it up and do 2 chains, double crochet, 2 chains, double crochet. So just like what we did on the other side, now we're doing it on this side. Okay, get your yarn together, breathe. Okay, I gotta tell myself that. All right, so double crochet here, then chain 2, yarn over, go into the next stitch here, place a double crochet, chain 2, and then just work your way down the line here until we reached the corner or bottom corner of the do-rag. Double crochet, then chain 2. Okay, so I will see you guys at the end of the corner here, and we will work the bottom of the do-rag at that point. All right, be right back. Okay, so I'm approaching the end here or the corner. 1 double crochet, then chain 2, and then you see here we're at the end of the do-rag at the bottom. So like we normally do here, we will find the 3rd chain. 1, 2, 3. We just did 2 chains, and we're going to place a double crochet here. Oops. And I just realized I did not yarn over. Yarn over, then place a double crochet here, and then once you have done that, that levels it all out. And now we're going to turn our work, and we're going to place the bottom of the do-rag. Dang, I am pulling all the yarn. Okay, place the bottom of the do-rag. Oops, I am making a mess. Okay, well, let me calm down. We laid this down, right? So we have the bottom of the do-rag facing upwards, and we have our chain 3. I realized we need to chain 1 more, so you need 4 chains total, because you see we're about to work this way. And just to maintain the pattern, we want to just do the chain 2 so that it will fill up this space. But then once we make it to the next space, after we have placed our double crochet here, okay, so now this is the chain 10 here. So just to follow suit here, we're gonna chain 10 after we just did a double crochet there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yarn over, go into the next double crochet and place a double crochet there. Okay, then chain 10. And then yarn over, then another double crochet into that space. And then that's what you're gonna do. So you see here, we maintain the pattern. So we're gonna keep going all the way down until we have made it to the end of this row. And we will do one last round and then we're done. Woo, this has been a long project, but all right, be right back. Okay, so now that we are approaching the end here, so now we're about to hit the corner. So we got to do our chain, our last chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to yarn over, go into this double crochet here. And there you go. And then for this part, we are going to chain 2 and then yarn over and then find the 3rd stitch here, or chain, excuse me, and place your double crochet there. And boom, it evens it out like that. Okay, perfect. And then we are going to chain 3 to build the row. And then we're gonna rotate, excuse the background noise, okay? Then we're gonna rotate and we will begin round 2, and this will be the last row of the do-rag. Woo, words. Okay, so after you've chained 3, then we're gonna do a chain 2, and then we're gonna place a double crochet into that space. Literally, we're gonna do the same thing like we did the previous row. We're gonna do that until we have made it to the corner of the do-rag where it starts with the head. You see I just did a double crochet, then chain 2, then go to the next. But yeah, once you have made it to the corner, I will give further instruction on what to do next. So there you go. So yeah, that's what it's gonna be looking like. So be right back. Alrighty, so now that we have made it to the end of the side of the tail here, made it to the end here, so I'm like literally spreading it out so you guys can see. So you see here where we still have like the first stitch marker that we placed and the double crochet above that. You see this is a double crochet that will begin the top of the head here. So I'm going to chain 2, then we're going to place 1 double crochet here, And then this is where we will begin the tail or tassels, excuse me, of the do-rag. So we just placed 1 double crochet here, and then now we're just gonna make 140 chains. I know that's a lot, but that's what the pattern is. So you're gonna chain 140, and then I will meet back with you guys and tell you what to do next. So, all right, be right back. Okay, so I have made 140 chains here. Once you have done that, we're just going to, dang, okay. Ooh, this yarn. Then we're going to turn our work here, and we're just gonna go into the back bumps of the chains that we made. And all we're doing, we're just slip stitching back down the row here and keep going until you have reached the end of your tassel here. And yeah, that's all you're going to be doing right now. And slip stitching all the way down in the back bumps of these chains. All right, so be right back. All right, so I have a couple more chains to work through. So yep, so I have these 2 left, or back bumps. Just doing slip stitches. And then this is the last one. Dang, if I can get in there. Okay, there we go. And then slip stitch, boom. And then this is where the double crochet starts. Once you have done that, you see we're about to work into this double crochet. So we're actually going to yarn over and place 1 double crochet there and seal it off. Okay, so yeah, there you go. You have 1 tassel of your do-rag. Wonderful. Okay, moving along, since we already established our double crochet here, and now we're working on the head or crown of the do-rag. And we did 7 chains last row, and this time we're going to do 6 chains. And that's what we're gonna do. So chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yarn over, find the next double crochet here and place your double crochet there, and then chain 6. Okay, and then yarn over and then go into the next double crochet here and place your double crochet there. Okay, so that is what we're going to do for the top of the head here. So just keep going until we have made it to the corner of the do-rag, or the top corner. There we will make our second tassel. Okay, be right back. All right, everyone, so you see the do-rag is like curling in, and that's what you want. So now I am towards the end here of the crown of the do-rag, and I'm going to place 1 more double crochet here. So let's go ahead and chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yarn over, place 1 double crochet into that space. Oops, let's try that again. Okay. All right, and then we are going to chain 6 one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yarn over, and then where all types of rows meet, we will place 1 double crochet here. And then now we're about to do our second tassel. Okay, so now we're going to chain 140. And once you have chained 140, then you just slip stitch all the way back, and then I will tell you what to do next to go back down the row. Okay, let's do this. Okay, you see I am approaching the end here with my slip stitches. And just like what we did first on the other side, once you have done that, identify the double crochet and know that's, you know, where you're gonna stop. Then we're gonna, let's see, lay her down. Then we're gonna go into the next stitch and place 1 double crochet there. So yarn over, place a double crochet there, and there you go. you have your other tassel. So we're going to move down the side here, and just like what it looks like here, you're going to place a double crochet, then chain 2. So we have our double crochet here, then chain 2, yarn over, place 1 double crochet into this space here from the previous double crochet, chain 2, yarn over, place a double crochet into the next double crochet space. And yeah, you're just going to keep going until we made it to the corner of the do-rag. And I will meet back with you guys until then. All right. Okay, so you see I'm approaching the end here. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 2. And then this is the last double crochet here. And then now we're going to work this corner. So we're going to chain 2, yarn over, and then find the 3rd chain here and place your double crochet there. And then that finishes off your corner. So now we're going to chain 3 to build, and then chain 2 for the double crochet. And actually, let's turn our work, and literally this is the last row here. So we're working the bottom. So once you have 5 chains, we're gonna go place a double crochet into the previous double crochet here. Okay, then chain 2, then place another double crochet there. Oop, if I can get in there, okay. Okay, so then that finishes off that type of pattern here. And now we are doing the same thing like we did the whole entire time. Chain 10, or place 10 chains, and then do a double crochet. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. Then yarn over, place 1 double crochet into this space, and then chain 10 again. Okay, and then double crochet into the next space. So we will meet back once we are at the corner of the do-rag, and we are done after that. Okay, so let's do this and we'll be right back. Okay, so you see I am approaching the end here. So I have to do my last 10 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then yarn over, place 1 double crochet into this space here. And then now it's pretty easy. You're just going to chain 2 to match this pattern here. Place a double crochet here, and then chain 2 again. And then in your 3rd stitch or 3rd chain here, yarn over and place your last double crochet into that space. Woo, clean. Okay, all right, and then chain 1 to secure it. Okay, and then get your trusty dusty scissors, and then we're gonna snip it off. Woo, because we are done. And then pull the string through. All right. Oh, yeah. And then you can take out your stitch markers. Honestly, we could have taken them out for a while ago, but it's okay. It helps keep everything together as you have your stitch markers. Okay, anyways. All right, so this is the final result. You cannot see the whole thing in this clip here, but definitely check out my shorts because I know I have a Halloween special where you just see me wearing this do-rag. It's pretty cute. I kind of like it. Let me know if you like it. If you like it, like it. Okay, and comment if you like. Anyways, so yeah, this is the final product here. And yeah, it looks like a spider web, but it's a do-rag. Okay. okay? She's cute, very soft, very nice, great for the hair, okay? So yeah, I also have a PDF version of this pattern, so definitely check that out. I will put it in the description box below. And then, yeah, if you like what you see, oh, I'm hitting everything. Okay, if you like what you see, definitely subscribe, follow, all the above. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. And if you guys made this or followed along, I would love to see what you guys have done. I love to see, you know, if you guys, you know, followed through and made this. And yeah. But anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the love and the support. My bad, it took me a minute, but we are here, okay? All right, until next time, bye-bye.